Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. US President Donald Trump's Middle East envoy Jared Kushner has arrived in Israel and met Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. It comes after Kushner held rare talks with Hamas to discuss the implementation of the US-backed Gaza peace plan. Last month, Trump's Board of Peace said it had reached an agreement for the complete disarmament of Hamas and other armed groups in Gaza. But last week, Israel rejected Trump's 15-point plan, which also calls for Israeli troops to withdraw and for Gaza to be rebuilt under a new civilian Palestinian administration. 8 Muslim countries issued a statement condemning Israel's rejection. The Zambian government say security forces have seized weapons and arrested 11 people, including senior opposition figures, allegedly involved in an insurrection plot. The leading opposition candidate in last Thursday's presidential election, Brian Mundabile, was also found at the scene of the raid in the capital Lusaka, according to the country's top civil servant, Patrick Kangwa.
We scampered in no direction because you have 70 people breaking their house down. Each one of us was trying to find some safe place to hide.
Mundabile described Friday night's raid as an attempt on my life, adding that colleagues were shot in his presence. With results from more than half of the constituencies, he is trailing incumbent Hakainde Hichilema. Mundabile had earlier claimed victory and alleged that there were voting irregularities. The authorities deny the claims, and in initial statements, observers described Election Day as largely peaceful and orderly. President Donald Trump has said the US will substantially reduce joint military exercises with South Korea, citing his very good relationship with North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un. He also noted that South Korea had recently declined to join in the US in the denuclearization of Iran. The decision comes after Pyongyang this month conducted ballistic missile tests that are banned by the United Nations. Trump said in his social media post that it was too late to cancel, as the US and South Korea were due to start their annual military exercises on Monday. 6 people have been killed and 4 injured in a Ukrainian missile strike on Russia's Belgorod region overnight. A 14-year-old child was among those injured. Ukrainian officials said 2 people were killed in Russian drone strikes overnight on the Sumy region close to the border with Russia, which has been under frequent attack. The strikes come a night after what Russian officials called the largest scale attack launched by Ukraine this year, in which at least 7 people were killed. Russian attacks on Ukraine also killed at least 7 people and injured more than 39 on Saturday night. The Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo is now the deadliest in history. That's according to public health officials. A total of 2,325 people have been killed by the virus since it was declared on the 15th of May, surpassing the death toll of the country's 2018 to 2020 outbreak. The outbreak was already the fastest growing on record, according to UN humanitarian chief Tom Fletcher, warning that the epidemic is killing someone every 30 minutes. There is currently no approved vaccine available for the strain of the virus that has caused the current epidemic, but several are in development, including one based on technology used to develop the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. 2 people have died and hundreds have been evacuated after 2 fires broke out almost simultaneously on a Greek island near Athens. Around 200 firefighters were deployed to keep the twin fires from converging on the island of Salamina. The first blaze was reported at 14:40 local time near the island's south coast and spread rapidly due to high winds, followed by a separate fire. The first blaze was reported at 14:40 local time near the island's south coast and spread rapidly due to high winds, followed by a separate fire some 20 minutes later in the east. Their cause is not yet known.
$40 million!
Ferrari's first ever electric car has fetched $40 million in a charity sale, setting a record for a new vehicle sold at auction. The sale of the Ferrari Luce, brainchild of the British iPhone designer Sir Johnny Ive, raised more than 35 times the usual price of the car at the event at RM Sotheby's in California. Sotheby's said all proceeds of the sale will be donated to the Ferrari Foundation's educational programs.
I'm sitting there like, we have a huge snake on the hood of our car.
And a Tennessee woman captured video during a recent car trip when a snake slithered out from under the hood of the vehicle. Annalisa Hensley said she and her family were in the car when the serpent made its surprise appearance on Calais Road in Lebanon. Hensley recorded video of the snake, which she said was estimated to be around 5 feet long. The family attempted to pull over to the side of the road to get the snake off the car, but it made a jump for it before the vehicle came to a stop. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.